Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. I can't believe what I'm talking about here, but apparently the guitar pedal described next to my head over here, this guitar pedal was too offensive to be sold because I guess there were some musicians who were outraged and pissed off about this guitar pedal made by TC Electronic. And I guess it was a part of some kind of series of pedals that the company releases in tribute and in collaboration with artists out there who use their pedals. And this particular pedal is connected to a band who I guess up until this point I didn't really know existed. Their name is Steel Panther. The guitarist goes by the name of Satchel. And the collaborative pedal that they made together is titled Pussy Melter. The description is as follows. Want to make a physical impact on your audiences with an epic delay tone? Then Satchel's got you covered. When we met up with Steel Panther's oh-so-humble guitarist, he had only one condition, that the tone be as wet as the ladies in the front row. With Pussy Melter, that's exactly what you get, a delay tone, which perfectly nails that heavy metal lead tone, while simultaneously ensuring that the janitor ain't going home early. Woo, woo, woo. So if glam rock guitar solos and wet floor signs are your idea of a good time, then Pussy Melter for your flashback delay is definitely the tone print for you. Now, this description was released along with an indignant tweet saying, "What fucking year is this? Please sign my friend's petition to edit and remove TC Electronics' disgusting write-up of their Pussy Melter guitar effect pedal." As a female guitarist and just a female in general, this makes me super disappointed. Maybe she was more just simply upset about the description here than she was about just the guitar pedal in general, but it seems like the reaction to this write-up and to this pedal has elicited so much outrage that these guys have just stopped selling the pedal entirely. Like the pedal's just not being sold, period. Now, I myself, I own quite a few guitar pedals. I know that there are a lot of like smaller up-and-coming companies out there. I myself have not bought any TC Electronic pedals, so I'm not really familiar with the quality of the pedals or anything like that. But I do know that every once in a while, pedal companies like this do come out with like artist series pedals where they kind of work with an artist to create a particular sound that artist uses or enjoys, and they make it, you know, with some specific specifications to that artist's wishes and desires, and then fans of that particular band or artist buy that pedal because they want to get that sound or they're a fan of that band, and so on and so forth. It's not really that new or different of a thing. This has happened numerous times before. What makes it different this time around is, I guess, kind of the tone or the description of the pedal. No one is offended by the fact that this is a delay pedal, but rather it's labeled as a Pussy Melter pedal. And why would a band want to name a pedal like this? Why would a band basically want this kind of description on a product attached to their name, especially in 2018 when things are so sensitive, people are so easily outraged when it comes to language such as this? Well, again, like I didn't know beforehand, and maybe you don't know, but Steel Panther is pretty much a fucking comedy rock band. Look at these fucking guys. They just all look like really... Is that hair even real? I mean, I'm pretty sure the heavyset blonde dude, I'm pretty sure his hair is real. But some of these like just look like wigs. But anyway, all these guys basically dress like these old, burnt out, hard rock, hair metal, glam rock, just, I don't know, just long-haired 80s rock bros. And they write these ridiculous novelty songs about glory holes and fat chicks, and they're a comedy rock band. It's a novelty act. It's a joke. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's clearly a jab at male macho sexuality and the chauvinism of 80s rock. Like, clearly the band buys into it a little bit. Clearly they like the sound of the music, and from the music I've heard, it sounds like they put quite a bit of compositional and production effort into making it sound decent. You know, it's not totally just a, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but it's all clearly just for a friggin' laugh. You know, and not to say that the joke being portrayed here in this pedal and pedal description is tasteful. It's most certainly not. But I mean, it's somebody else's joke that's not meant to appeal to you. It's not meant for you. You're clearly not the intended audience for this pedal or for this band, for that matter. And I wouldn't really deny anybody their crude entertainment of choice. You know, as long as nobody's being hurt and, you know, there's no victims of it at the end of the day. Like if somebody wants to make some stupid pedal that, you know, has a really crude sexual reference in it. I mean, Pussy Melter, there are probably sex toys out there with even far worse names attached to them. Like, what makes it a fucking difference if it's a guitar pedal getting named that? I mean, again, we're talking about a band who knowingly named their album last year Lower the Bar. Like, these guys are clearly not trying to write smart, classy, intelligent music, you know, for a wide audience. Like it's probably very much for guys who just want to be in on a funny little crude private joke. It sort of seems like a whole lot of outrage and a really big reaction for something that is most likely a very small microcosm of the overall rock scene and music industry. We have singles here like Community Property, Sexy Santa, I Want It That Way, If You Really, Really Love Me, 17 Girls in a Row, Party Like Tomorrow Is the End of the World. Like, look, this is not my brand of humor, but I mean, some people out there find it funny. Some people out there find it entertaining, and I just don't really get the benefit or the drive of somebody to be a totally fucking, I don't know, just a buzzkill and just say, well, you're not allowed to have that joke because it offends me. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck if it offends you? Honestly. Really. Like, why should anyone care? So, there's shit that offends me. There's shit that upsets me. 3 things I want to say about this before I kind of wrap it all up. 1, I think there are legitimately a lot of people reacting to this whole thing who see these hair metal bros, hear these songs, see this pedal, see the description, see the title, and they literally don't think it's a joke. They probably think it's real fucking life and they don't appreciate the Spinal Tap level, but much cruder satire that clearly goes into this band and everything that they do. Yeah, I'm kind of confused that this exists. I had no idea that there was even a demand for the kind of comedy rock that this band is doing in 2018. But hey, clearly people are listening to it. Clearly they're selling records and they're selling tickets to shows. The second thing I'd want to say is I feel like this is just a whole lot of, I guess you'd say, indignant virtue signaling. Because at the end of the day, like, if this offends you, if this upsets you, if this you think is some kind of gigantic slight against you, you could write screeds about multiple songs in the top 40 right now. And that's the third thing that I want to say. All the people complaining about this pedal, they will never do that. Because in order to actually take on sexism that is entirely relevant and very elevated into the top 40 in the music industry, they would be putting their careers at risk because they know that a lot of their fans listen to that shit too. So in order to actually follow that logic through all the way and take every single artist to task who has said something much worse than what is said in this guitar pedal description in song, that your music career would be non-existent because nobody wants to hear that. Because people just want to listen to the music that they like. They just want the entertainment they're consuming to be for entertainment purposes, and that's it. And your adherence to this point of view only goes insofar as it is not a threat to your music career. So, again, didn't even know this guitar pedal or this band even existed up until this point. It's not really my cup of tea. Now that I know about it, that's probably not going to change, probably not going to cross paths with Steel Panther again anytime soon. But if this is somebody's form of entertainment, if this is how they decide to enjoy themselves and it's not hurting anybody, what business of it is yours? Just leave people alone and let them have their stupid, crude jokes to themselves. I'm going to leave it at that. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, you're the best, forever.